On the menu today is red velvet pancakes.
Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. I've been reading books of old.
Good morning, YouTube. I have not done a video in about a week now. It's been pretty crazy. I just literally hit the camera with the light. Been pretty crazy at work. I'm picking up my own styles at Under Armour, which is super exciting. I'm 6 weeks out from my prep. My body is responding. I guess I'm doing a little bit of a life update right now. So picking up new styles at Under Armour, my body is really responding to everything that this prep has given me. I've literally had a treat meal or a refeed almost every week. Only 0.2 pounds up from stage weight. Third thing is I'm starting to write my ebook. It's how I prepped around a 9 to 5. You will know all that information and when I'm going to release it. It's going to come out and what you can do to get it. All of that as it gets closer to it coming out. So I wanted to do a full day of eating for you and just go through a typical refeed day for me on prep and what that looks like and how I calculate everything. Let's get started. So first things first, guys, is I start with my base, which is always oats. I buy the store brand just to save a little bit of money. So we shop at Harris Teeter, and I think this was like $3 for this huge tub. So this is my base. Then I'm starting out at 40 grams. Let's say 41. There we go. So next thing I added was half a packet of this protein. Grant works at Vitamin Shop, so he gets a pretty good discount on, you know, proteins that come in a box, and this wasn't too bad. It's made with egg whites. So I just tried it, and comment down below if this guy is kind of creepy. The macros for this protein are 0 fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 24 grams of protein, so I just took half. Next, added about 13 grams, that looks pretty nasty, but I swear it's a banana. 13 grams of a banana, and since this is one of my higher carb meals for the day, my pre-workout, I am going to keep going. Last thing I added was our last slice of Dave's Killer Bread. If you hadn't had it, the 60 calorie a slice Power Seed is amazing. I think it's only like 17 grams of carbs. So I only took about 3/4 serving of that, and so now I'm pretty much done for this bowl. People think that it's weird to put bread into oatmeal, but I swear it is so good. By the way, if you're at the end of your Dave's Killer Bread bag and all those little grainy seeds come out, I swear they're really good. They're quote-unquote power seeds, so don't be afraid to eat them. And I'm about to add some water to this, and then I heat it up for about 4 minutes. P.S. I totally stole this Hershey Kiss that his mom actually gives this whole tub of like candy cane Hershey Kisses, or mint I should say, and this one was just kind of staring at me. Might add it to my oats, most definitely will. So yeah, with the perfect mid-wrap shot. If you saw M's Oats episode 1, you know that I love adding Man Sports Iso-Amino coffee creamer to my oats. This flavor is actually hazelnut. I think in the last video I had French vanilla. But seriously, adding this to your oats. Hey guys, so I just finished my first bowl of oats, and I wanted to show you how I'm going to track my refeed for our next meal because I'm not going to be home in between that. This is something I did last night because I don't like to do it the day of because sometimes things change, like where you're going to go to, where you're going to order, things like that, what you feel like eating. So we picked, and then I pulled it up for you guys just to see, this place near us called Expectation, and it's kind of near our gym and where we're going to be today. So I looked this over last night, really fancy photography, but I knew that I wanted some sort of pancakes because the best way you can judge a brunch place is by their pancake menu, just saying. I really want to get the red velvet pancakes. They're 3 homemade red velvet pancakes topped with chocolate chips and cream cheese frosting. So pretty much you choose what you want, read the description, and then if it is a place like this where the macros aren't online or the nutritional information in general, like even calories or anything, you first of all go to their Yelp page because that also will tell you if you really want to eat there. I go to their Yelp, click on the photos, and then just trying to get an idea of portion size. With Yelp, it's kind of hard sometimes because people are just super excited about whatever they're eating and they take this really awkward angled picture so you can't even tell how big something is, but usually you can judge by the plates and everything. These pancakes look pretty normal, so this is just an example of like their fruit pancakes. I'm going to reference IHOP's red velvet pancakes because I know that they have that on their menu and they pretty much use the same ingredients. Even their toppings are the same. So if you go to IHOP's website, and it's even more pancakes, the macros, than what I'm going to be eating. So there's 4 pancakes instead of 3, but they still add stuff like powdered sugar, the cream cheese icing, and give or take a few macro difference. I would say this is pretty much a good starting point for you to have when tracking something that you don't know. Like, try to get it as close to whatever restaurant you feel has like a similar dish or has the same exact ingredients or portion size. So it's good to always have a like reference restaurant for macros. So I have been responding super well, like I said, to everything with this prep. So I'm only up 0.2 pounds from stage. So my coach isn't worried about me going to places that aren't necessarily listed online or something that I can track accurately, but I've been overestimating what I get. So if I end up getting like a side of bacon or something like that, side of fruit, anything, you always like overestimate and then you're pretty much safe. So you can even, a good rule of thumb is to actually save a large portion of your daily macros for that meal. So you can have like some wiggle room of like 5 to 10 grams worth. You go a little over, or you think that they used a little bit more butter or something like that. So this is a way to make it a little like less stressful for you to actually just be present, enjoy the meal, and don't worry, because the next clip you see is going to be a huge stack of red velvet pancakes. So I almost forgot to show you guys this. This is something I drink every morning before I go to the gym, and please excuse my hideous mug that is rotating in there because I was an idiot and I had a sleeve around my mug and then saw it literally sparking in the microwave while I was heating it up. I was like, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, so it basically caught on fire, but it hasn't been sparking since, so maybe it's done. But I am definitely going to get a new mug. We are making apparel right now with Raise the Bar, so I'm thinking of making like a travel mug. It says like better every day, perkier every day, something that has to do with like coffee. Because the rise and grind thing's a little like overdone, but Anyway, this is considered my protein coffee, which I put half a scoop of the Cafe Mocha BioTrust. This is the company that I've been talking about to you guys and how it is naturally sweetened, which has saved my stomach a ton of digestive issues, which I definitely have a history of. So if you look at the ingredients, there's a little bit of a casein blend in here, but not a huge percentage. It's not lactose free, but it is sweetened with stevia, which I like. There's not a whole lot of xanthan gum, and it's naturally processed cocoa, which is amazing. So I do a scoop of this, or 2 scoops, and then 1 tablespoon of almond butter. It doesn't look too pretty right now because it overflowed a little bit, but I do about half a cup of cashew milk, which makes it extra creamy. And then sometimes I add a little bit of matcha, which I may do this morning, just for that extra kick of caffeine, because I don't really take pre-workouts anymore. So it's just your typical organic matcha protein powder, organic matcha powder that, again, Grant gets from the vitamin shop. So I've actually learned to love the taste of it. I had been using spirulina powder, which I posted about before, and then it just got like really, really messy dishwasher wise. So I've been using that, and then I finish it off with a little bit of coffee, and it is phenomenal. It's so good. You're just looking for something to hold you over until you're hungry enough for breakfast even. This is a really good idea. But I have a lot to eat today, so I had to get in a meal before our lift. And now we are off to legs, and I am super stoked about it. It is really beautiful outside, and it's just one of those days where I know I'm going to get a new PR because I'm feeling pumped and I'm excited about my lift. And all my cardio is done for the week, and that feels so amazing. So I will catch you guys at breakfast. We are at brunch right now, and I just ordered 4 red velvet pancakes. And I'm drinking coffee, and I get to have bacon, and it's an amazing day. Morning, whatever. Also, it is Mother's Day, so if you haven't already called your mom, please do. And grandmother, or whatever mother figure is in your life. Just recognize them, and also, when you're waiting for your table, make sugar quartz. On the menu today is red velvet pancakes. So what I didn't account for was the chocolate chips that they added, but that's totally fine. I can figure it out. Canadian bacon, 3 slices, and babe, what'd you get?
Some eggs Benedict and fried tomatoes.
We're happy campers, so we'll be over here eating. Anyway, we just got back from brunch, and I kind of had a little bit of a sweet tooth if the pancakes weren't enough. So I actually there was about a serving left of the cake batter Arctic Zero, which is only 7 grams of carbs, 3 grams of protein, and no fat. So this is just my little craving saver. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, it's really good. Doesn't taste like cake batter, but I would say it tastes like a really sweet vanilla. So that is, I don't even call this a meal, but yeah. So I'm on to meal number like 3.5. I have a whole bag of Trader Joe's broccoli in here, which is about 400 grams, and I think it's like 4 servings. Chickpeas, I have a serving's worth, and then for that little bit of crunch, I added about a 1/4 serving of Cinnamon Toast Crunch to the mix. And do not knock any of this until you've tried it. I know I'm crazy, or I sound crazy, but this is so good, and it's exactly what I wanted. It's feeding all of my cravings, so suck it. So YouTube, last meal of the night. Prince has Ben and Jerry's over here with some Cool Whip. And I decided, since I didn't want to eat any more food, like whole food, I just wanted something liquid and some kind of ice cream. I only had custard left and it was light, so it does have 1 gram of fat per serving, so I am going over a little bit of my fats today, but that means that I'll just take it away from my intake tomorrow. So if you're ever stuck in a situation where you are out of macros, carbs, fats, or proteins, do not force feed yourself to eat something if you genuinely don't want it. Listen to your body and then adjust from there. So I took about 4 or 5 servings of this, so that means I have to take about like 6 grams of fat from my intake tomorrow. My macros did go up this weekend, so I am fine with that. And then I had another serving of this egg white protein that I showed you guys this morning, and cream of rice, which has been a game changer because it means no fat and still the same consistency as oatmeal, but nothing can replace oatmeal to me. Still works. This is an awesome snack. I obviously went to town on this already, so I am going to heat this up. We're going to watch a little bit of a documentary because that's what we like to do, and we've just had an awesome weekend, and so that's how we're going to wrap up our night. I might lift in the morning or I might lift after work with him, I'm not sure, but I hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating on a refeed, and always listen to your body, subscribe below, give this video a thumbs up, and tell me in the comments what you want to see and what kind of episodes you want to see from me as I get closer to my show and this second competition unfolds. I am M Body Fitness, and thanks for watching.